Are you there, Penny? I just want to let you know that I want nothing to do with you ever again.
Excuse me? Carrie, what is all of this about? Are you all right?
I've held back as long as I can, and I just don't have the patience for you any longer. I can't hold myself back any longer, and I want you to know that I want you out of my life.
Carrie, what has gotten into you? What is all of this about? I really don't understand what's going on. What makes you want to cut me out of your life all of a sudden? Can't we at least talk about it? Or can't you at least tell me why?
Do you really not remember anything at all? You shouldn't have done what you did if you didn't want this to happen.
I'm really, really sorry to say, Carrie, but I just can't seem to think of what I might have done to make you act this way. I'm sorry that I seem to have done something wrong, whatever it was. But can we please calm down and talk about this?
Don't play dumb with me. I know that you've been breaking into my house while I haven't been there. Do you really think that just because you're my mother-in-law, you can get away with that?
What do you mean? Is that what this is about?
Oh, please. I don't want to hear any of your excuses or anything else you have to say. I am sick and tired, and seeing food in my fridge disappear, my beer getting drunk. I don't know when you made a spare key for my house, but I know that you've been coming over while I've been at work, and I have proof.
I'm sorry, but I really just don't know what you're talking about. I also work during the day. There's no way I could be going into your house.
What you do isn't a job. You just work part-time. I know that you're not busy at all.
That isn't true. I seriously work full-time. I'm not sure where you heard that I worked part-time.
Well, whatever. The fact is that someone has been breaking into my house and going in when I'm not there. Who else in my life would do something like this to me but my mother-in-law? I mean, I've seen the shows. I know how mother-in-laws really are.
I'm sorry, but is that all the proof that you have? That sometimes on TV, mother-in-laws are depicted as the villains? I don't really even know what to say to that.
Once again, there you go, making more and more excuses. But you're just digging the hole you're already in even deeper. I'm going to make you regret trying to bully me.
Do you really think that I'm trying to bully you just because I'm your mother-in-law? I really just can't sit back and take that. Whenever I ask if you want to spend time together, you always turn me down. I feel like I do a lot to try and extend a hand out to you, and that you shoot me down every time.
Oh, really? Is that what you call what you've been doing? Well, whatever. It doesn't really matter what you think. I've already changed the locks on my door, so now there is no way you'll be able to keep breaking in. You'll never set another foot in my house. And with that, I say once again, I'm cutting you out of my life. Goodbye forever, monster-in-law.
Hey, Mom. Are you there? I just want to say that I am so sorry for how Carrie was treating you yesterday. Are you okay after all that?
Hey there, Ron. Yeah, it was so awful. I have no idea what got into her. It was all over so quickly. But she seemed to think that I was bullying her, or that I didn't like her.
Don't worry, Mom. I know that you were never doing anything like that to her. But Carrie was telling the truth about someone coming into our house, eating our food, drinking our beer, and all that. So someone really has been breaking into our house, and we can't seem to figure out who.
Wow. Well, that would freak anyone out, but I hope you know that it wasn't me.
Of course I know that, Mom. I never once suspected you. I mean, you work all day at your busy office as upper management. There's no way that you have time to do something like that. I tried to explain that to Carrie too, but she just refused to listen to me at all. But I know that there's no way that you can even come here.
Thank you so much for understanding this, Ron. But anyways, given all that's happened, it sounds to me like you and I won't be able to meet for quite a while.
Right. I suppose you are right. I'm really sorry about all of this, Mom.
It's okay, really. Honestly, I think I just haven't settled down from this. But anyways, if something like that happens again, we'll have to think of what to do.
Okay, Mom. If that's what you want to do, then let's do that.
Hey, Penny, what is the matter with you, huh? It's been 3 months since I cut you off, and I thought things would finally settle down, but they haven't. How did you get another key to our house?
Carrie, honestly, what kind of way is this to talk to me after 3 months? Of course I haven't made a key for your house.
So what? You think I'm crazy? You think this is all just in my head or something? I know that you've been breaking into our house during the day again. But this time, you aren't just stealing some food and drinks. But my favorite ring has gone missing. How could you take that?
And just what makes you think it was me who did it? Why are you accusing me like that?
I'm not just accusing you. I know for a fact that it was you because I have proof.
You have proof? What do you mean? What kind of proof do you have?
I have photo evidence. There's no way for you to escape this now.
I don't get it. That doesn't make any sense because it wasn't me.
What do you mean? Of course it's you because I have proof that it's you. That's that. You're a thief and that is that. There's no arguing your way out of this. Do you really intend to try and get out of this when I have concrete proof it was you? The fact of the matter is that you are over. Anyways, I'm going to go ahead and tell Ron that I caught you in the act. If you want further proof, I went to your house and found my ring there while you were away.
Ron, are you there? Please tell me where you are right now. I think we need to talk.
Oh, hey, Mom. Is everything okay? Are you alright? I'm out on a business trip, but what's up?
Has Carrie reached out to you and said anything weird at all?
No, I haven't really heard from her at all. Why do you ask?
Well, I was just talking to her, and she seems to think that I stole her ring. In fact, she even said that she broke into my house and found it there.
Wait, she said what now? She did what? Are you serious?
Yeah, it's true. But I just have no idea what she's talking about. Do you have any idea what she could be on about?
Oh, you know what? I think I might actually have an idea.
Oh, really? Well, what is it? What is going on here?
Look, I think I should come clean with you and tell you that Carrie actually doesn't know where you are or even what you do for a living because I've never told her.
What do you mean? Why doesn't she know any of that?
Well, the thing is, I wanted to tell her. I really did. But whenever I tried to tell her anything about you, she has told me she wants nothing to do with you and doesn't want to hear it. She would just always get so mad at me that eventually I just gave up.
Oh, I see. Wow, that is a lot to deal with. I had no idea about any of that.
Mom, can you please let me handle this situation? I think I know what needs to be done.
Okay, then, son. I trust you. I hope that you can handle this and that all goes well.
No problem. Just please give me a little bit of time to talk to Carrie about all of this.
I know that you can do it. I hope it goes well.
Penny, it seems to me that you've been trying to run away and avoid paying for the crimes that you've done. Don't you think it's time that you came clean to me and confessed? If you just admit that you stole my ring, I might think about forgiving you.
Carrie, are you still going on about this? Why are you pretending like this actually happened?
What are you talking about? I know for a fact that you're a thief. Listen to me. I will forgive you on one condition. You will give Ron and I your house, no questions asked. Then I want you to agree to never talk to Ron again and move far, far away.
I really don't know what you're talking about at all, because I've been overseas for the past 3 months.
Wait, what do you mean by that? I don't understand. Why are you overseas? What are you talking about?
I mean that the company I work for has branches overseas, including in Australia, where I've been for the past 3 months and will be for the next 2 years.
Wait, so you're actually not in America right now? You haven't even come back to visit?
That's right. I've been so busy settling in and working for the past few months. I haven't had a chance to visit the States, you and Ron or anyone else at all. As for my house in the US, I've been living there on my own for the past 5 years ever since my husband passed away. I've asked someone to house sit for me. So, care to tell me about when you went into that house?
Wait, is all that true? I didn't know that about your house, or any of this.
You still haven't answered my question. You said that you broke into my house to take your ring back, remember? Care to tell me a bit more about that? Because I asked my aunt to take care of the house.
Hold on, so you weren't even living in that house? What is this about? What is going on here?
I literally just told you. But it seems to me that you mixed up who was actually living there.
I guess so. Sure seems that way, but I had no idea that you were even working abroad. That you even had a real job.
That's right. I have way too many memories left in that house and would have just hated to get rid of it. I rented it to my aunt for half the price that I paid.
Wait, hold on. This is all just a big misunderstanding. This can't be right.
And as far as I know, you don't know my aunt at all. So do you care to explain just what you were doing in the house that she was living in?
Well, I know that Ron had a spare key to your house, so I just borrowed it.
Hold on a second. That can't be right. I remember that my aunt made sure that she got the key from Ron to make sure that there was no chance of anyone breaking in.
Hold on, she did what now? Is that true?
That's right. So you must have made a spare key without me knowing while I was still living in the US.
Okay, yes, I did that. You caught me there.
Anyways, I have to go and talk to my aunt about getting the locks replaced on the house.
Hold on, can't we just talk about this? This is all just a big misunderstanding.
Well, you can go and talk to Ron about it because he said he would handle you.
Hey, Penny, what the heck did you say to Ron? He just told me that he wants to get a divorce. You need to say something to make him change his mind. Do that and I'll forget all about your thievery.
What are you talking about? This whole thing is just a drama that you made up yourself. You know for a fact that I couldn't have broken into your place.
But, I mean, you have to make him change his mind. Please. You have to do this for me. I'm begging you here.
I really don't know where you get off asking me, Ron's mom, for help out of this mess. I mean, I know all about how you've been cheating on Ron.
What do you mean you know? How did you find out about that?
Well, it really is quite obvious. In fact, I know that this little affair of yours started 6 months ago. I know that the reason you got together with Ron in the first place was because you saw my house and fell in love with it. And thought that marrying Ron would be your best way to get it. But it wasn't long before you met another man and started to cheat on my son.
But I really wanted the house. Your house is my dream home. I just wanted to kick you out so that I could take the house and then leave Ron.
And you really thought that you could steal this from me? It was you from the very start, wasn't it? You were the one stealing your own food and drinks and blaming it on me.
It wasn't me that was sneaking into our house and eating the food and stuff. It was actually the other man that I was seeing, but he just wouldn't seem to bite whenever I accused you. I was really hoping that he had no idea what was really going on, though. He seemed to have no clue about who it really was breaking in.
And that was while I was still in the US. But after that, you tried to kick me out again. You tried to pretend that I stole your ring, and that you found it in my place so that you could try and take my house in exchange for you dropping your accusations. But you didn't know that I was actually already out of the country and renting the house to my aunt. Well, it seems that your plan really backfired, doesn't it? It wasn't a bad plan if you had just done a bit more research.
But I was so sure that this would work. How could this happen to me?
You never bothered to even learn about the person that you wanted to steal from. Isn't that basic canvassing? That's standard criminal stuff. Anyways, at least now that Ron knows all about what you've done and wants a divorce, I don't even have to feign liking you anymore.
No, please! You can't leave us like this! You have to take Ron and ask him not to divorce me. I'm begging you! Please, I have no one else I can turn to.
I am never going to forgive you for accusing me or betraying my poor son.
Penny, please don't leave me. I need you. You have to help me!
Don't ever message me again, got it? I don't want you coming near me or my son ever again. You need to learn to take responsibility for your actions and understand that you can't treat people like this. We are going to make you pay for what you've done. It seems that Ron actually found out about Carrie's affair before she came to me with the false allegations of my breaking into their house. But he hired a private investigator to look into all of these happenings, and in the end, found out the truth about Carrie. Between the lawsuit for the affair, alimony, and my own lawsuit against Carrie for falsely accusing me and trying to steal my house, she ended with a huge bill, as well as a divorce. She tried running back to her parents' house to find a place to live, and they forced her to start working in a factory in their small town. I heard she didn't last long, though, and was fired for being negligent. I just hope that one day she'll wake up and learn to be a responsible adult. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to see more content like this.
Hey Mom, can I bring a friend over today? Wow, you're already making friends? You've only been at your new school for a few days now. That's great. What can I say? Well, aren't you a social butterfly? Just like I was. Of course they can come. Although, I have to admit, I was worried switching schools in 8th grade would be difficult, but this is good. Are you part of a friend group now and everything? Mom, you worry too much. Even in a worst-case scenario, I've got plenty of things that I like doing by myself. I suppose that's true. Oh, will your friends be coming to dinner as well? How many people? Just one. Her name is Mia. She says she's not picky about food. Good to know. Maybe I'll pull out all the stops and try out a new recipe on you guys. Just what you normally make is fine. Thanks, Mom. Mom, I'm sorry. It looks like I might be a bit late. You know I want you to come home right away since you decided not to do any extracurricular activities. Are you on your way home right now? Yeah, I'm on my way. It's getting dark earlier now, so be careful, okay? I know, Mom. Oh, and by the way, there was something I wanted to ask you. Yeah? It's about your friend Mia. I was talking to one of the neighbors earlier. Apparently Mia was in reform school until a little bit before we moved here. Do you know if that's true? Yeah. It's true. Oh, really? I was so surprised when I heard. She seemed so nice. I know, right? Me too. But Mia is a good kid. I'm sure of it. I don't think they put good kids in reform school. But you're right. She's got good manners, at least. She didn't strike me as a bad kid at all. Right? I knew you'd understand. Actually, some kids at school told me I shouldn't hang out with her. One of my teachers even pulled me aside and seemed a bit worried. I don't think anybody understands her. So then why did she get put in reform school? I've heard that you can technically get sent there as young as 12. But I've also heard that it's rare for kids that young. Well, is it something you don't want to tell me? No, it's fine. Everyone else already knows anyway. It's just, I don't want to gossip about Mia like this. See, that's one of the best things about you, honey. It's really wonderful to be considerate of other people's feelings. But I think it'd be best for me to know about this. I promise I won't talk to anyone else about it, okay? Okay. Mia got caught shoplifting a few times. And even though she got caught, she kept on doing it. And then one time, she was waiting for her mom to come pick her up from holding, but her mom refused to take her back. Kids our age normally don't get sent to reform school because their parents come and pick them up, but with everything Mia had done, there wasn't much else they could do. Okay, I see. I wonder why she shoplifted so much. Even Mia said she doesn't know why. Anyway, she says she doesn't do it anymore. I think she really got reformed. I guess so. Well, she might have had a lot going on, but if it ever seems like she's going to do it again, I want you to stop her, okay? I know, of course I will. Okay, I'm trusting you. But you've been coming home late recently, you know that. I don't want to butt into your life with your friends, and you should be able to hang out with who you want to. Anyway, all I'm saying is that I trust you. But just so you know, if you keep breaking curfew because you're hanging out with Mia, then your father and I might start to think that Mia is having a bad influence on you. So try to keep that in mind, okay? Okay, sorry. It's fine, as long as you understand. Anyway, I'll stop bothering you for now. Thanks again for telling me about Mia. And we're having hamburgers tonight, so get home quick. Yay! Okay, on my way. Sophia, it's past curfew. Sophia, what's going on? Didn't you just tell me the other day that you would stop doing things that make us question your judgment? I'm sorry. I'll head home soon. What are you doing? Are you with Mia? Sophia! Don't ignore me. Mom, I need your help. Mia collapsed all of a sudden. What? She's burning up. I've been taking care of her. But I think she just went unconscious. What happened? Where are you right now? We're in an empty building behind the school. What? What are you doing there? She said her mom has been treating her worse than usual lately. So we've been meeting up here lately. Is that right? Okay, you can give me the details later. Just send me your location for now. I'll come and get you. Thanks, Mom. Hello. Sorry to bother you so late. My name's Kelly. I'm not sure if I have the right number. Is this Mia's mother, Catherine? There's something I need to tell you about Mia. Yeah, this is Catherine. What is it? What's she done this time? Thank you for responding. It seems my daughter Sophia and Mia have become really close recently. I'm sorry it took me so long to introduce myself. Oh, I don't see any reason you should need to introduce yourself. So, what is it that you want to tell me? Is that it? I've taken your daughter to the hospital. She had a really high fever and passed out. She took some medicine and now she's relaxed and sleeping well. So what? You trying to ask me to pay the hospital bill or something? You were the one that decided to take her to the hospital all on your own, right? I'm not paying you a single penny. No, that's not it. I called you because I wanted to ask if Mia can stay at our place tonight, so that she can get a good night's rest. Go ahead. By all means. I can't believe people these days, sticking their noses in other people's business like this. Since you decided to take care of her without asking, then do whatever you want. But I tell you, if you come here asking me to give you money for all this, we're gonna have some words. We've got no money to be wasting on stuff like this over here. Oh, I'm well aware of that. Huh? I've heard all about your situation from your daughter. You guys are on welfare, aren't you? Yeah, what about it? Are you trying to say I should have money because the government helps us out? No, not at all. But if you're on welfare, then you don't have to pay medical fees, right? So why wouldn't you take Mia to the hospital? You know what? Since you have no idea what you're talking about, I'll fill you in. You have to go to the welfare office to get free hospital care. There's a lot of steps to it. If that's all it is, then you should do it, shouldn't you? What the hell? I'm in so much pain every day that I can barely work. I don't know where you get off saying something like that. I'm sorry about that. But it's not just that. From what I understand, you're not feeding her regularly either. So I hear she's gotten in trouble for shoplifting quite a few times. Why is that, I wonder? You don't even have enough money to buy food? She has school lunches. What do you think I send her to school for? She's in middle school. She can't live off just school lunch, especially not at her age. And what about weekends and holidays when she isn't in school? How can you be so cruel to your own daughter? Will you stop telling me how to take care of my own child? Are you out of your mind? I want to be able to eat what everyone else is eating too, but I push through it somehow. We're not as rich as you, so don't go judging us by your white-collar standards. From what I hear, welfare provides more than enough money to live off of. Case in point, I hear you order DoorDash all the time. Are you eating all that takeout all by yourself without giving any to your daughter? If you use that money to cook at home, then she would have more than enough to eat. Who do you think you are? What are you, my caseworker or something? No, you're just my daughter's friend's nosy mother, so get off my back. If you're so worried about Mia, then why don't you take care of her? Can I? I'll do whatever you feel like. God knows that I won't miss her. She wasn't even cute as a baby. The only reason she's still here is because it's too much of a pain to get rid of her legally. She looks just like my ex-husband, and she pisses me off. So believe me, if I could throw her out, I would. That lazy scum won't even pay child support. I take better care of her than he would, at least. I understand. Well, then I'll look after Mia from now on. Otherwise, I'm afraid she'll just get sick again. Yeah, good luck with that. While you're at it, feel free to take care of her all the way until she's done with school. Hey, what the hell did you do? Do you have any idea what you just did? Ah, hello. Did your conversation about Mia go well? Thanks for doing that. Don't mess with me. I've been called into child services. They said I don't take care of my kid properly. It was you, wasn't it? You put her up to it. I was the one who suggested it, but Mia was the one who decided to go. She's a responsible young girl. She can make her own choices. Anyway, we told them about all the things you've done to her up until now. You've gone way too far. Why are you doing all of this anyway? What are you getting out of it? Nothing. This is just the logical result of talking with Mia. She doesn't want to go hungry and have to shoplift for food anymore. All she wants is a place to sleep and enough food to eat. This is what she has to do to get that. She's going to be in high school in less than a year. Just a few more years until she's 16 and she can get a job. I was counting on that extra money coming in. Now what am I supposed to do? Are you saying you were going to make her drop out of school and work? Duh. She has to pay me back for giving her a place to stay all these years, doesn't she? Otherwise, what would have been the point of me having her? Mia said she wants to go to college. And from what I hear, she's very intelligent, gets good grades. What you're suggesting would completely ruin her future. There are a lot of systems in place to help out struggling families. Look, I told you already. I don't feel the same way about my kid as you do. She's just like her father, and I can't stand it. Do you believe that crap about parents loving their kids unconditionally? You don't understand how the world works. I'm well aware of how the world works. My mother was just like you. Oh, is that right? You're saying you were just like Mia as a kid? I guess that adds up, considering you piss me off just as much as she does. You can think whatever you want about me. I don't care. But what you've been doing is a crime. Oh, is that right? A crime. You have legal responsibility for your daughter. You get more money from the government because Mia is your dependent. So you have an obligation to take care of her. Just sending her to school is not enough. And putting her in the hospital for malnourishment is a crime in and of itself. You're full of it. You have a smartphone, right? Why don't you look this up yourself? The government's cracking down on this stuff lately, so I think they'll be all over your case. Hold on a second. This isn't enough to arrest me over. You think so? I don't know, but I believe you have some other offenses under your belt, don't you? It sounds like you've been working at getting paid under the table while you've been collecting unemployment checks. I believe that's considered fraud. Huh? Did Mia tell you that too? That's right. You're lying. She knows better than to go against me like that. She's listened to everything I've ever said. And when she got caught for shoplifting, she didn't tell them anything. She wouldn't try and get me in trouble like this. I know what this is. This is just some crackpot idea that you cooked up to harass me. You just said a moment ago that a parent doesn't have to unconditionally love their kid. The same thing should apply to kids. Do you really think Mia loves you no matter what? Oh, of course she does. Who else does she have? Then if you understand that already, that makes you even worse. Kids aren't possessions. They're individuals with their own unique personalities. The reason Mia hasn't gone against you until now is because she thought she couldn't survive without you. But that's not love. Hey, let me talk to her. I want to talk to her directly. I want to apologize for everything I've done. She'll understand. She's my daughter, after all. You don't get to call her your daughter only when it suits you. Anyway, she's under protection right now, so it won't be easy for you to talk to her. Just give it up. It's time for you to atone for what you've done to her. If you help me, I should be able to meet with her, right? Please, I just need to talk to her. If you have something you want to say, then you could say it to a child services worker. You know, kids have a lot more on their mind than adults think they do. And because they don't know about the world yet, when you hurt them, they think it must be normal. Mia has been pushing through this pain the whole time. She didn't talk back or anything. Thought she was doing okay. Well, how would you feel if you had to live in her shoes? Wouldn't you find it totally unbearable? I don't know. Maybe. You should treat people the way you want to be treated. Even kids know that. Alright, fine, I'm a bad mother. I get it already. But I don't want to lose my way of life, okay? I'll do anything you ask. I'll listen to anything you have to say. So would you help me out? Just this once. I think if you said something to Mia, you could change her mind. You don't regret anything, do you? I'm going to show this whole conversation to Child Services. What? No. Wait a second. Mia is the only reason you've been able to live the way you've been living until now. But it's time for you to let all of that go. It's time for you to give her a better life. After that, the court put a restraining order on Mia's mother. She lost custody a while later. She didn't end up getting arrested over how she treated Mia. But she was charged over $15,000 in fines for the illegal welfare payments she received. Even though it was her first offense, she was sentenced to prison. It takes a lot for someone to confess the crimes of their own mother. Honestly, I was worried about a girl as young as Mia having to deal with this. But she's more cheerful now than she was before, so actually I feel a bit relieved. By the way, I found out the reason why Mia and Sophia became friends. Sophia saw Mia about to shoplift one day, by chance. So Mia said something to her about it, and their conversation at that time was the start of their friendship. Sophia started asking Mia to come to dinner so that she wouldn't have to steal food to eat. I wish I knew what was going on much sooner. But it takes courage to tell other people about your friends' struggles. I'm just happy that Sophia realized what was going on so quickly and was able to help Mia. After Mia's mother went to jail, Mia was put into foster care and was transferred to another school. But they should both end up in the same high school. Until then, they're going to stay friends and do homework together. And Mia still comes over once a week and stays for dinner with us, just like before. From now on, I want to support both of these girls as much as I can. After all, that's my job as an adult.